In remembrance of Babu Nkomo, Joshua Nkomo, there's a few things that I would maybe let me add on to what other people have said already. To me, he was an ordinary man, but very loving and very brave. Yeah, you just need to do it. And after that, you would realize, no, young man. And one thing I liked about him, actually I loved him for, was he feared God. He knew there was God. Well, I never heard of him a Konza or Pillar. Right, and that being the case, he quickly got close to the late Reverend Sengwayo. And that being the case, there are times when we would have an opportunity as youngsters to be there and listen to them talking as abantu abadala. And one such a time was when he came to him asking about the future. That was way earlier than, right. When he then came, he was asked, Joshua, how dare you guys want to name this wonderful country, rich country, Zimbabwe rings? So they both laughed. Zimbabwe rings to a lovely country like this. Because Nkomo says, asithonga ukuthi Zimbabwe rings, isikhonga ukuthi Zimbabwe. Now I said Zimbabwe. All right. But still, you took that name from a ring. With that in your minds, guys, you will turn this country into a ring of a country. So it started off like a joke. But as time went on, Sengwayo into Zimbabwe, that came true now. And when we compare where we are coming from and where we are, of course, lakhona kwakulama sanctions akaSmith la namhla akhona, but I think there was more of like management of sanctions then than we are at today. I don't know whether is it because we don't have friends in overseas. I don't know, maybe they used to help each other somehow. But now, the only help you can get is not from your friends, but help cometh from the Lord. He doesn't sleep, he doesn't get tired, he doesn't get told lies. Lina, you can be told lies. So he was then advised to always listen to the word of God. If you cannot listen to it, come, we will interpret it for you. And he became so close to him because my interpretation, pure, I'm sure they were, building him. So to me, he was a humble, simple man, but very serious. And he was a God believer. And I think he would have made a wonderful leader. Unfortunately, of course, the Lord took him away. And before the Lord took him away, the Reverend actually died before him. And when that happened, he was at the funeral, he cried. He said, maybe the late Reverend has been taken away because of me, Joshua, a dirty man, a man who probably would have misled him, and God maybe whisked him away from me so that I don't mislead him. He felt so bitter. He felt like it was him who had done it. And well, thank God, people came to him and bamduduza, bamtulisa, but I don't think they reached his heart. Because no sooner had that happened like Walanda. Yeah, otherwise I think we lost a wonderful great man. He was one who would say something and do it. So yeah, we are still waiting for such leaders today who will say something and it happens. And somebody who never was tribalistic, he wasn't a regional leader, he was a national leader. Now unfortunately, we as youngsters, well, I was young then, we would have wanted to see a man yeah, then ubaba esishone nathi mntanami lawe ngifuna ukukugcina. But now what we are realizing now, there is tribalism. And if somebody doesn't stand up and sort it out, we are not going anywhere as a country, because our country has got so many languages, and all of us are Zimbabweans, and I wish we would all be treated, onke ama-regions ethu kuphumelele, kube lama-dams afana nalawo eMashonaland, konke kufana. Then we will know, wow, we now are in Zimbabwe. Right now, we feel like we are, Amandebele didn't want to say it, but we are regionally feeling which our region is not getting what other regions are getting. So that's where we miss Nkomo. And one other thing that I noticed, he never developed in the way the road that leads to his place up to today is pathetic. And I don't know, Nasi celebrate Nkomo, his death, and his area is not taken care of. It's sad. It's really, really sad. I'm sorry to say that, but this is facts.